लाइफ है आपाधापी, सबकी है माफा माफी।
I got a call from Rohan and like, Ayushmann, I want to personally congratulate you for the key donor success, that you've done a very good job. So let's meet.
The film is actually based on a French film to which Rohan has acquired the rights to. So Rohan happened to see the movie and then he told me to have a look at it, because at that time we were actually chatting about what I want to direct next.
Rohan, like, you know, Kunaal is directing this film, and it's an adaptation of a French film. I'll do it. Because say if you are directing it, I'll do the film. Next day he told me I'm directing the film.
After Rohan met with Ayushmann, he got really excited about directing this film, and since I was already involved with it in some way or the other, he thought that the pairing of me and Ayushmann would be a good fun one, because I was just coming off Delhi Belly and Ayushmann was just coming off Vicky Donor, so it would be an interesting, young, fresh sort of pairing.
एक टाइटल सोचा था रावण लीला, बिकॉज जो प्ले है जो फिल्म के अंदर हम दिखा रहे हैं, प्ले का नाम है रावण लीला, एंड वो एक अच्छा टाइटल हमें लगा। उसके बाद वेरी कोइंसिडेंटली इत्तेफाक से दोनों आयुष्मान और मैंने सेम नाइट हमने सेम टाइटल सोचा था, which is the title ड्रामेबाज।
But unfortunately we didn't get that. So then we were just working on different weird titles, because we always wanted a title which should go with the film and sounds very different when you are going to the theatre. You are saying that you are going to watch this film.
And then finally, I can't remember, sochte, we came back to the source, which is always Sholay.
It comes from Sholay, the line that Amitabh says about Dharamji. ऐसे हर घड़ी ऐसे ड्रामे करते रहता है नौटंकी साला.
And that just clicked finally.
I think I'm very natural Nautanki. I don't look Nautanki, but I am Nautanki. That's the real trait of a Nautanki Saala.
He is an epic character, modern day in the sense that he's a middle class, everyday kind of guy, and he ends up playing a famous epic character, and so yeah, so that's why it's a challenging, fun role, and also you always look for opportunities for humor in a script, and I think that's what really attracted me to Mandar.
In fact, character इतना clear नहीं था पहले. अब character बिल्कुल clear हो गया. I feel like Ram Parmar, RP. I don't feel like Ayushmann right now. So that's the best part.
The film is about people, their relationships, how they interact with each other, what they feel about each other, how they care about each other. It's about people anywhere.
Roll camera.
Cut. The uniqueness was, it was a different story, but still with lots of humor, and the triangle which everybody loves in India, of a triangle love story kind of thing, and a confusion thing which everybody wants, in confusion comedy kind of stuff and humor and everything.
The essence of good films is not really a huge big story now. It's about people and about their simple lives and how they can get complicated so easily, and coming out of it and feeling good at the end of it.
The film is a wonderful excuse to work with really fun actors, Ayushmann, Kunaal Roy Kapur. It's a really fun comedy, and there's great chemistry between the two of them. So it's an excuse to have lots of fun with all these great actors, and I think put together a very fun, entertaining film.
रोहन ने सबसे अच्छा एक्सट्रैक्ट मुझसे ही नहीं, हर एक एक्टर से इसलिए करवाया है. We had these workshops for 15 days, and we all know the script. We all know where the script is going, where the story is going. That is very important. I just don't know my dialogue, I know everybody's dialogue.
Very good for the artists too, because by the time they went on the sets, they were prepared. They knew their lines, they knew their moments, they knew their feelings and how they were going to express themselves. But to do it all for a man to head a team, captain a ship like that, it was really, really very exhaustive, exhausting, and at the end, very satisfying.
Rohan sir directed my first ever ad. In fact, that was my first ever ad audition I ever gave. It was superb working with him, and it's just like magical that he's directing my first film as well. He's launching me in Bollywood, so it's like great, and it's fun working with Rohan sir.
I feel confident enough to go up to him and tell him what I feel, and many times he does take my suggestion, and many times I realize that I'm just being stupid. But it's a great relationship because you can chat about certain things and see whether things work out, and so it's good.
I'm acting better. I've grown with this film. This is my second film, but I feel from inside that I've grown as an actor, which is very important.
You do use storyboards for feature films. People still do use it and stuff. Especially for visual effects heavy films, you need storyboards. But even though this is a smaller film, Rohan wanted to have boards so that we just plan what we're shooting. We know what we're shooting. It is also a very visual film in the sense of we're being theatrical. We're being very stylized. We do want to bring a certain style to certain elements like songs and things like that. So it's good that we have it on paper and we know what we're attempting and things like that.
Rohan has a very laid-back, patient and wise way of looking at filmmaking and the people who work with him. So he gives everybody the freedom and the space to put their inputs into the film, so that when it comes together, it's more than one person. It's a whole team coming together.
लाइफ है आपादा पे सबकी है माफा माफी
I think he's an extremely hard-working actor. I think another advantage he has, his dialogue delivery is fantastic. He's got a great command on the language. So whether it's improvising a little bit, which is great in comedy, to have that confidence, and the ability to, the energy he has. I've been selfish and taken advantage of the preparation. So I really put actors through the grind every day on set, and he's the actor who's there from the first frame to the last. So he has to really be there for 10-12 hours a day. We're doing 4 to 5 minutes a day. We end up covering scenes from different angles. So he's running the whole scene. I have this, I'm spoiled right now, I have the luxury, I know the actors can do the whole scene from beginning to end, so I make them do it again, multiple takes from multiple angles. So he's really one of the hardest working actors I've seen. Kunaal, actually his background is theatre. That's how I came to know him. जब हमने साथ में President is Coming पे काम की थी.
It was a brilliant film, and I happened to review the film.
Well, apparently सही review किया, in the sense सही in the sense it's कुछ सही and गलत review, but he gave it a good review, which is a good thing because I think that's one of the main reasons why our friendship has worked.
I think Kunaal is a very intelligent guy, very wise, and he knows what he wants. He wants to be a director eventually.
Having played a fat guy, so in the next film I hope I get to play a boxer or something like that. I want to really keep changing as an actor and keep having to at least physically mold myself into something new.
I think the best part is that both of us are very secure in our own positions, our own characters. Both of us are not very competitive. As people, we are not very competitive. We are contented souls.
I feel Kunaal gets totally into the character. Ayushmann is very good. The moment he comes in the front of the camera, that's it. He's in his character.
Usually, actually, when they're talking to me, they're usually talking about the other guy's part. Like, what if he also does this, or whatever? It's almost the opposite of that, unless they're very clever actors and using reverse psychology on me.
The one thing that really irritates me is that he is able to eat whatever he wants to eat, whenever he wants to eat, and he is constantly eating. And that is something that really troubles me about him, because I am unable to do that without the food physically showing up on my body.
वो उसका character है, he has to be slightly plump, he can't be thin. Why do you want to lose weight? क्यों character से बाहर आना है?
Ayushmann can't function without food in his system, and I mean, my appearance is only testament to how much of a foodie I am. I don't know आज मैं यहाँ पे क्यों हूँ, क्योंकि मेरा कुछ सीन ही नहीं है, मुझे वैसे ही बुलाया गया है. I don't think I'm actually shooting anything. They're taking undue advantage of me, I think.
Kunaal Roy Kapur looks like a foodie to me.
Basically, I've come to eat. खाने आया हूँ. I'm not interested in shooting any scenes today. Since I'm not shooting anything tonight, what can I get to eat? What do you have on the menu?
Are you sure you want to eat?
Yeah.
So we have lots of stuff. We have pizza, we have pastas, then we have chicken stroganoff with steamed rice. So you can choose whatever you want. What do you want?
One of each.
One of each? Very nice.
I'm a light eater.
Totally. I'll give it to you.
लाइफ है की चतानी, सब करते हैं नादानी, जोर से धक्का मारो बस एक सोने का पे, थोड़ा एडजस्ट कर लो ना भाई.
दोस्त अभिषेक आ रहे हैं. He should be here any time now, so really looking forward to getting a day with him.
It's all thanks to Rohan and Abhishek's relationship. I guess means in every film of Rohan's, Abhishek is somewhere or the other there, he's a part. So I think he's very lucky for him.
You know, there's certain relationships in life which transcend professionalism and transcend profession. And I hold those very dear, and Rohan is that to me. Not only is he my senior from school, but he's a brother to me.
जब मैंने उनसे कहा कि I was planning to do this film, his first line was कि I want to be a part of it.
I remember walking these steps.
आयुष्मान एक्चुअली एक एक्टर का रोल निभा रहे हैं, एंड बिकॉज वो एक एक्टर है, वो एक फेमस एक्टर को भी जानते हैं जिसका नाम है अभिषेक बच्चन, एंड अभिषेक इज प्लेइंग दैट कैरेक्टर. एंड एक ऐसा सीन है जहाँ उनको थोड़ा काम चाहिए कि एक ऐसा एक महान सेलिब्रिटी आ जाए एंड उसका एक वो काम में हेल्प करेगा, एंड दैट्स द सीन वेयर अभिषेक एंट्री हेल्प्स सॉल्व अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर आयुष्मान.
लाइफ है आपादापी, सबकी है माफा माफी.
I love his sense of music, and I got excited about the film because of the types of reference music that he played me. And we seem to connect really well and pretty much agree all the time on what's working and what's not working. He creates a nice balance between doing something that's interesting and innovative, but at the same time still connects with people.
Rohan is very famous कि वो बहुत म्यूज़िक डालते हैं, एंड मुझे भी म्यूज़िक कंपनी है, हमारी म्यूज़िक कंपनी है, तो इसलिए हमें भी म्यूज़िक का बहुत शौक़ है, तो इसीलिए बहुत अच्छी कंपैटिबिलिटी बन गई है.
सब करते हैं नादानी, जोर से धक्का मारो बस एक सोने का पे, थोड़ा एडजस्ट कर लो ना भाई.
The music of Nautanki Saala is very influenced by Mediterranean and Caribbean kind of feels. So there's one instrument that I've used quite a lot, which is called melodica. This melodica is a very simple little instrument that, you know, you just play, and it's pretty much like it sounds a bit like a harmonium, so it kind of connects with Indian music.
I think it's a very lovely soundtrack, and got to give equal and marks to Bhushan he has a good sense of music too, and his contribution too was very nice and very welcome. What was offered was taken well. What was taken was turned into something nicer. The whole process became very enjoyable and very satisfying and very fulfilling. What turned out, because everybody was really into it, each one contributing together as a team, they all came out trumps, and the results there. We're on top already.
जो अपना बनाए जो अपना बनाए जो दिल से लगाए जो अपना बनाए जो अपना बनाए जो।
सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग बात यह है कि माइकी जो है उनकी हिंदी उतनी अच्छी नहीं है, तो कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि यार अब जैसे वाट है और लाट है, जब आप इंग्लिश में लिखेंगे तो VAAT और LAAT, तो माइकी के लिए कंफ्यूजन ये होता था कि यार एक टी से ट कैसे और दूसरे टी से त कैसे हो रहा है।
I'm singing 2 songs in the film. One is Tu Hi Tu, which is Mikey's composition. Second song is Aaja Saadi Kali. That's my composition. And बहुत ही अलग गाने हैं. Tu Hi Tu is a Hindi song, as a sad song. And Aaja, though it has certain catharsis, कुछ pathos है उसके अंदर, but it's a Punjabi song. और पहली बार in the history of Indian cinema, there will be a Punjabi song with a Spanish arrangement. ये आपने कभी नहीं सुना है ना देखा है. So this is very unusual and the sounds are very different.
Very surprised about Ayushmann's singing, and you know, he has a very good voice.
आसमां तू मेरा या है मेरा खुदा, देखता हूँ जहाँ तू ही तू तेरी दुनिया से तो क्या दीन से भी गया एक कलमा मेरा तू ही तू।
I've been singing since childhood, and I was part of my school choir to sing for my musical plays in school. I was a co-curricular captain of my school, St. John's High School, Chandigarh. I was always into music. I remember the first time I got prize was in class, in 9th standard, when I sang that song. Like, oh yes, I was the only one who sang a filmy song. You know, acting you can fake. आप कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा कर सकते हो जो आप नहीं हो, पर गाना गाते हो you can't fake. अगर आप सुर में नहीं हो तो सुर में नहीं हो. You can't fake to. आप acting नहीं कर सकते अच्छा सिंगर होने की. You know, you're either a good singer or a bad singer. But an actor can fake a lot of stuff. तो इसलिए आपकी सच्चाई, आपकी असलियत सामने आ जाती है when you're in front of the mic.
Man, I had no idea what song it was, and Mikey's like, I'm not going to tell you what song it is. Just come to the studio, I'm not going to tell you what song it is. So, and we were recording at his home studio, and I was like, okay, don't tell me. He's like, but I'm going to tell you it's really big, okay? It's a remix of a really big song. So then I get there and I open the door, and on the screen he's got the lyrics for Dhak Dhak Karne Laga, and I'm like,
we want to do Dhak Dhak also. So we tried in few films, tried to recreate it, but the recreation was not possible. मतलब अच्छी बनी नहीं, तो इसलिए हमने कभी use नहीं कर पाए. And when I bounced this idea to Rohan, so he was very excited about it, and he said, "Let me try." And my condition to him was that if we are able to make a good sound, then only I can let go of this song, no matter it's for my home production.
Yeah, I've done Sabse Bada Rupaiya some years back. Mikey himself has done a couple of albums with lovely songs from the
50s and 60s. But when I spoke to Mikey, I wanted to give a lovely ska reggae feel to, and he's and I gave him this song, Dhak Dhak, which is so different from that. But he managed to still bring some lovely elements of that style, which I think makes it a new song.
First I went on YouTube, I googled the song and I fell in love with it instantly. It's such a catchy song.
I'm fantastic. I don't think they're going to have any issues with my dancing.
It was loads of fun, worth it completely, because this song is being shot in such a stylish way where like these Indian goddesses almost. So you need to be in that perfect hourglass shape, which needs all of it. So loads of prep gone into this, and very, very happy with the way it's turning out. Where all three of us girls are giving it 150% because we know this is our moment to shine.
Life है आपादा पे सबकी है माफा माफी
Luckily, I didn't have to dance. I convinced Swaroop that he's better served with me sitting than me moving.
He's done an admirable job. I'm very proud of what he's done, and I hope the success matches up to the efforts, and that is ultimately up to the audiences. We know we have a nice, lovely film. Let's hope the audiences feel that way too.
सबकी है माफा माफी